yeah, for that show that I did on New Year's, like 2 years ago, I guess.
Animal
it must have been.
Astronauts.
Animal Astronauts, yeah. Just with with the PA and running both guitars and our vocals into this tiny PA, which is not really opportune for a live setting, but all we could hear was the bass and drums. So what do you think you could do to sort of
that's a common complaint, because those are the things that, like drums, you don't have to amplify them, and they're already too loud.
Yeah.
And the bass, they're always loud because bottom frequencies travel further. High frequencies go in a little bullet, and they're easy to block. So in that situation, man, Luke, your drummer, was playing with brushes.
Yeah.
Did he have towels?
I don't think so.
Because towels can help, and you don't mind the kick drum going boom as loud as it can, because that really isn't obliterating anything. It's the cymbals, like that kind of stuff. And well, in that situation, you got to tell your bass player to please turn down, get him to aim his amp right at himself. Just say, okay, well, if you want to hear it to where you're bass heavy, aim it to yourself. Don't aim it at anybody. That might help a little bit, but unfortunately, like I said, bass is omnidirectional. So if he goes boom, even though he's hearing the ding part of that boom, the boom is going around the room.
Yeah.
The other thing would be to, you could have actually gotten by with just the acoustic guitars being acoustic.
Yeah, if you play quiet enough. In a party setting like that, though, I don't know.
People talking louder will actually obliterate acoustic guitars. I noticed that.
So would it be,
maybe that's not the way to do it.
I guess it depends on the setting. If you're doing like a little cafe or something like that, then sure.
Yeah. Well, favor the vocals. Always favor the vocals, because that's the most direct connection to your audience. But yeah, you could have done that. Turn it. Make sure the other instruments are down, and take your different strategies. Get towels on the drums. Tell them to put tape on his cymbals. Bass player aiming at him. Turn down the acoustic guitars. Try to get as much gain, and before you even got there, get a bigger PA. Get something that's got some thump and some hiss, and that'll be really good for that. But if you're live on stage and you're a singer and you don't have control of any of the stuff, like you can't walk over the PA and turn things up, and you got a band of guitar players who play too loud, you can take similar strategies. You could tell the guitar player, like I do for myself now, because I like to play loud. I like to hear a guitar heavy sound, and I'll lean the guitar up, lean the amp, as you're starting to do now. I've seen too. You lean the amp up at you, and it's going more directly to you, so that makes you turn down a bit, because if you've got that thing full blast in your ear, it's like ice picks in the ears. And so you can do that. So rearranging the amp so people can hear themselves individually better. If you're still hearing only bass and kit, my gosh, you're gonna have to be diplomatic and say, please turn down. Again, maybe you should get yourself a personal monitor that you control. I know some companies that make something like that. Mounts on a mic stand. The volume control for a singer is within reaching distance, and it won't affect what's going out front. Because it's the more mu knob.
Totally.
That's an idea. Put one of those off to the side. Or, if you want to be a singer that faces the audience and has an uncluttered view of the audience, you could just have one off to the side here, and you control the volume. Or you could even go as far as going into in-ear monitors, which it removes a bit of connection with the audience, I hear. But if you want to hear yourself, and you'll probably find you got in-ear monitors and everything sounds so huge, you're going like, oh yeah, baby. You're singing so quiet, and everybody's out front going, come on, man, project.
Is that whispering?
Yeah, really.